Hello? Hello? Give me a second, I want to try something. Okay, it is working. Ow. Since Hybrid's sub didn't come in, I guess I should bonk myself once in honor of Hybrid. Ow. That's enough. But hello everyone, how are you guys doing? How are you everyone? Did you miss me? Did you miss me Monday? You guys miss me? Or was I the only one who missed streaming? I always feel so bad when I don't stream. I'm like, no, I need to stream today, but I can't. It was a holiday, and I woke up at like 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Thank you so much. I am glad that you miss me, PK. But yeah, how have you guys been? How was your weekend? I did play a little bit of RE, a little bit of Resident Evil Village to make sure that maybe it could work on my computer. I could play it on stream, but apparently, even though I have the minimum requirements for it to be able to run smoothly, it is still too heavy for my graphics card for some reason. I don't know why. I can play it offline, but the encoder basically crashed mid-stream. And that's why it just froze and died. But yeah, it is nice. I didn't remember shit about how to play Resident Evil 8 Village, and I was in like Castle Dimitrescu at that time, a Lady Dimitrescu on my ass, and I tried to play a little bit offline to sort of remind myself how to play. Yeah, no, I died instantly. I barely remember how exactly I can switch items and stuff. Yeah, I hope that maybe if I try with Resident Evil 7, maybe that's a little bit less heavy graphically, and I am really, really hoping that I can play F. I am really hoping for that. If not, I'll save up for a capture card and play it on the Switch, I guess. But yeah, as you guys may have noticed, I have tits now. Please be nice to me. I gave you guys the redeem to throw stuff at me at what I think is a fairly cheap price for the amount of stuff that you can throw at me. And it has been working very well so far. I am getting more models because apparently there's a ton of like cute free models that I can get. And I am hoping to get maybe a coffee mug. For that, yeah. I want a coffee mug. I want you guys to throw coffee at me. Yeah, let me just get into my art setup. What? There you go. Let me see, does this work in here too? Yes, it does. I want to build a big collection of thingamajigs that you can throw at me. I think that would be very funny. I also don't like the fact that you can throw meat at me. I feel like that's very rude, but I guess I'll keep it. Ugh. Fun fact about me, I really hate the smell of like raw meat of any kind. It makes me really nauseous. So having meat thrown at me is like the rudest thing you could ever do. Don't do that, please. Right now, I am working on commissions. I've been working steadily on my commissions. I don't think I'll be opening new commissions soon. at the moment. I'm just planning on finishing up the ones that I have for this month. And maybe in September we'll see what I can do. Maybe. We'll see. It's not like there's much demand for it anyway. Hehe. I will put up a waitlist later. Yeah. Oh, this is my PNG. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know Salu, but I got commissioned to do more emotes for him. And I think this is my favorite emote so far that I have ever created. Even for myself. I love seeing him terrified. Also this one. We've got Ketchup Blue. Anarant. Never mind, this one's my favorite. This one's my favorite emote. And I need to later rectify them so that they actually work scaled down to Twitch emotes. But yeah, I am really, really happy I get to make more emotes for Salu, even if they're silly emotes. Silly emotes. I love making silly emotes. They're the funniest ones ever. I actually am planning on maybe redoing some of the emotes I got commissioned because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I have improved and that I can make the emotes cuter than they were before. Would this be like maybe a loss on my side? Maybe, but I don't know. I feel bad when my commissions don't really leave me satisfied. Makes me feel like maybe I am scamming people out of money. Okay, for this to work, it needs to be fastened on the back. Have a sort of fastening like this. By the way, do you guys know that, I have actually cosplayed before? I have cosplayed Ravio from The Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds, and I have cosplayed Nemu from Toho. I have also cosplayed Eclipse from Star vs. the Forces of Evil. All of them are like pretty much aside from Eclipse, they're homemade, and my grandma really insisted on making my costumes for me until last year. Last year, she did Reimu cosplay for me because I wanted to be her for Halloween. And even though I had planned to take the design to a professional seamstress, she was like, no, Ghost. No. Give it to me. I will make the design for you. And she did. And I was very, very happy. And then she was like, Ghost, this is the last time I do a costume for you. And I was like, okay, Grandma, no problem. But you see, here's the thing. That's what she said last time with the Ravio cosplay. She said, this is the last costume I make for you. And then she also said that the other last time. And the other one. And now my grandma's 84 years old. She turned 84 last Saturday. Yippee! And we ate paella. This is the last one today. So true, Domi. Yeah, my grandma just really, really likes making clothes for herself. And for like the family in general. I think that it just is very entertaining for her, since she is a how's it called, housewife. Yeah, she's a housewife, and most of the time she just did like stuff like fixing up shirts or making clothes for my mom and my aunts and uncles. So I think that her being able to like do some seamstressing work with my clothes that are a little bit more like fantasy-ish, or sort of like a fun challenge for her. Though I worry about her because, again, she is 84. She is like ancient. And she recently got like a hip/spine injury because, you know, when old people become old, their bones also become old and they become far more fragile than they were before. And she went out for a very long walk and she ended up stressing both her spine and her hips. She got a hernia on her spine and she got like some muscles on her hips sprained. So she isn't very much able to walk right now. Her hips obviously hurt. It hurts for her to like be stood up for too long. But guess who I found walking around the neighborhood Thursday? Guess who I found dilly-dallying outside of her house when the doctor expressly told her to not dilly-dally. That's right. My grandmama. And when I found her there, because I was going to a bakery that was close to my grandparents' house, I was like, Grandma, what are you doing? The doctor told you to be on bed rest. Grandma told me that she just needed to buy some cheese. She needed to buy some cheese specifically for today, or else, I don't know, she died if she didn't have her daily cheese. Old people's divorce is so's greatest enemy. That is true, Domi. That is true. And then she started saying like, oh, the ghost. The cheese is so far away. And I am so tired. Could you perhaps help me walk there? And then the cheese store is further away from the bakery. It is about like 2-ish blocks away. And even though that is very close in like normal person distance, for a grandma who has a bad hip, that is bad news. You are not able to walk that distance alone without like being in pain. And when I told her, why were you planning on going alone to the store to buy cheese when I am literally a call away? We live on the same neighborhood 2 streets over. I could have just gone to the cheese shop and bought you the cheese. She just said that she felt so cooped up. It was just a quick trip. Ghost, please, you have to understand. I needed to buy that cheese myself for some reason. I walked her to a park that was nearby and had her sit on a bench. Had her give me her money, and I went out to buy the cheese for her. And yeah, I bought her the cheese and I walked her home. And then I went out to eat. I believe I ate an apple pie that day. But yeah, my grandma, she's a very... I don't know if outdoorsy is the correct definition. But she does like going out on the city and like dilly-dally. She likes doing her shopping herself and going out to do God knows what. And even though she does love to do that, doing so with a bad hip while you're alone with your husband who has senile dementia is not a very good idea. So yeah, I went out, bought her cheese, and then immediately tattled to my parents, to my mom specifically. I was like, Mom, Grandma's out of containment again. She has escaped. She is fleeing. And anyways, Grandma protested that it was just a quick walk, and if she hadn't felt like she could do it, then she wouldn't have done it. But we all know old people Old people are really bad at measuring what they can and cannot do. Because obviously, Grandma couldn't have walked that distance without help. Especially because she told me, hey, I thought I took a painkiller. I took a painkiller so that I could, like, get out and buy my groceries. But it still hurts. Why? Why does it still hurt even though I took a painkiller? Grandma, because the painkiller doesn't take away the fact that it's your spine that's injured. The thing that's, like, keeping you standing. Also, look, I gave your guy an ass. Do you like this ass or do you want more ass? Please do let me know. But yeah, I think that I can just, like, put it out for, like, 1 minute, but I want to show you guys my tits. Don't clip that. Throw stuff at me. Ah! Why so much meat? I just said I didn't like meat. I said I didn't like meat thrown at me. What the heck? No, don't do that. You don't need to do that, Hybrid. It's okay. Thank you, Sherry-bot. Oh, okay. Good. I wouldn't mind more ass, but that is a cute ass. Okay, I'll give it a little bit more ass. But yeah, I want to make sure that I have the correct amount of ass on before I draw the pants. Because, you know, the shape of the pants will be directly affected by the amount of ass that there is. Anyway, speaking of ass, yeah, that is truly a great wisdom. Speaking of ass, apparently, you know, like, the ex-president that is guilty for, like, all of those, like, killings of innocent people in the rural areas, he appealed the fact that he was in residential arrest. He appealed that. And now he is walking free. Like, he isn't yet, like, considered, like, guilty because he is in sentence. He is guilty for some charges, but he hasn't been sentenced yet. So he was in house arrest until, like, the sentencing. And his lawyers appealed that because they said that until the sentencing, he was technically innocent. And somehow the courts were like, yeah, sure, let the guy go free. And you know what's insane? That his house is fucking huge. Like, yeah, house arrest, whatever, but I wouldn't mind being on house arrest on his fucking house. He lives in a villa. Let me see. Let me just show you a picture. He has, like, actual cattle in there. So are we letting everyone else who isn't sentenced yet free too? Or, I mean, wasn't Donald Trump convicted? I mean, he's still walking free. Convicted and sentenced to nothing. See? Okay, let me see. I cannot find any pictures. Ah, okay. It has a name. It has a name. El Ubérrimo. That name is so bad. Guys, this is where he was supposed to have house arrest. This is like the small little cottage in which he was supposed to be in house arrest. Obviously, it would be inhumane to leave him there. Look at the place. He is so guilty of like 34 felonies. Oh my god. I still don't know how convicted felons can be. But yeah, look at this. Obviously. Oh, this is like, since he was in his house, well, they were doing like the judging. Like the case, it went throughout the entire pandemic. Oh, nice. That's good, I think. Stream elements, which is where the chat widget is a little bit slow. But yeah, look, obviously, who would even want to stay in this house for house arrest? Look at that. Obviously, it just would be too cruel. How dare we think that he could live in such conditions? But yeah, he is free until the sentencing. Because our country's legal system is a joke. At this point, I think that most countries' legal systems are a joke. I have not seen a single good thing said about the legal system of other countries. Other that it's not as bad as quote unquote said country. Okay, so this should be like a clip so that it actually shows off the back. The gouys. Last only applies to us peasants, so true, hybrid. So this is where the crochet is. Since the lacing is on the front on the corset, you can get away with this. Just going down until here. It's like a little back window so that I can show off the tattoo later. And it can go down really far, as long as the corset is still like has some fabric beneath it. Yeah, in lighter news, have you listened to the new cover that Nimi Nightmare and Mint Phantom did for the Tenten Goku Jigoku Goku song? The one that I put at the beginning of the stream. It is so addicting. At first I was like, I don't like it. And then I listened to it like 2 or 3 times more because it was very popular in TikTok. And I ended up really liking it. Now I can't stop liking it. And when the cover came out, I thought that the voices fit so well. Like, the original with Nanahira and Aiman were already really good. Like, but also, like, it was so cute seeing Nimi and Mint cover it together. I don't usually interact a lot with Mint content because we are very similar in terms of, like, Hugo's design. Like, white-haired ghost. with with bangs and a wavy bob cut. So I try not to look too much at her content, lest I accidentally reference too much from her. Like I get subconsciously too influenced by her, but I really like the cover. I thought, hey, it's just a music cover. I can listen to Mint's voice without being influenced. You guys would tell me if I started talking weird one day. Yeah. As for Nimi, I don't really watch her. Again, as I said, I usually don't watch VTubers that are really big because their chats overwhelm me. If I do, I usually watch them in videos or the VODs of the streams so that I don't get as nervous. But the one thing I know about Nimi is that she got married recently, and when I heard that announcement, I thought, oh, is she like retiring or something? Because everyone made such a big deal about it. I thought, oh, is she retiring? Is she graduating now that she's married? I don't know, I just thought about idol rules, because usually the first like VTuber girls were more like virtual idols. But yeah, Nimi got married, and every fan of Nimi was on Twitter either congratulating her or whining about their Oshi being taken now. And I thought that the whole announcement was so big was because maybe Nimi was graduating after getting married. But no, she's still active. She's just married now. Which, good for her. Yippee! I do know that idols in Japan do graduate and then get married, because I think that it's part of their contract to stay single, at least in the eyes of the public. Oh my god! Thank you for the subscribe. Oh, so loud. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. I ran out of coffee. Should I make myself more coffee, or should I actually drink water? Options. Hello, Scry. How are you doing? Did you peak today? Did you manage to actually get over the tropics? Scry and I were playing Peak earlier. I was testing out some mods, and I wanted to check if they worked, if just the host installed them. Apparently not. Apparently you do need to have them locally installed. What? But coffee has water in it. Water is one of the main ingredients of coffee. You know? Yes, I managed to peek. Oh! After obtaining like 6 cannons. You know, here's the thing. Usually I don't use cannons because I feel like I'm not good enough at the glitch to actually make it work. And I have gotten like the perfect setup so that I could immediately just like cannon up to the peak from the shore. Because I got a scout cannon. The flare obviously comes from the plane. And I had like the healing items and the backpack, of course. So if I wanted to cheat and peek already without playing it fair and square, I could have just done that, but no. I want to do it myself first. But it was really fun to try the glitch with you. And just as many chain cannons. I was spoiled. You were! That is really good RNG. But you know which item is my favorite right now from the new update? The umbrella, the parasol. It's so good. That actually saved me from so many deaths. It is so good. The only time it didn't save me was when I was at the kiln. And I had the parasol on my second hand, on like my number 2 button. And I forgot that you actually had to like click to open the parasol. So instead I just tapped out to 2. And yeah, actually the mission, the parasol works like a Mary Poppins umbrella. And it also works in the mesa where you can just like put it on and then it doesn't affect you. Like the sun doesn't affect you because of the parasol. It is very, very useful. But yeah, I died that time. I think that Hollow as Night was watching me because I usually stream Peak on Salu's server so that the people on my server don't tell me to go to sleep. Hehe. Today was Alpine's. Oh, how was it? Did you find the onsen? What's it called? I think that it's a spring. Yeah, the spring. Yippee! I always love visiting them. They're like such a nice respite. Honestly, every time I have to continue climbing and getting out of the water, it's so sad. I just look at them and think, why can't I just like put a flare over here and let people rescue me? I'll just stay with the cappies. By the way, I am going to make the announcement later today, but Scry and I are actually going to collab this Friday. Is it Friday or Saturday? Because I have decided that I need to peak this week. I need to. So I asked some friends to peak with me Friday and Saturday. And it is a variable. Like, we've got a varying cast of peoples because some people could only Friday, some people could only Saturday, some people could both days. So yeah. Oh, you're going to be out both days. Yippee! Then at least I'll have somebody who actually peaked beforehand with me. I am still upset that Stefan managed to peak before me when he had played the game for less time. I guess that just means I'm really just that bad at this game. But hey, I have been getting better. I now can get to the kiln consistently. Which is like an improvement. Before, I couldn't get past the Alpines. The Alpines was usually where I died. But now I'm better at it. Incremental progress. I do plan on eating Stefan alive whenever I'm able to. Don't tell him. But I do plan on cannibalizing him first, if it ever comes to it. I do know that some of the people who we are peaking with have yet to play the game properly. As in, like, they just bought the game and don't know much about what you gotta do. So that's gonna be fun. Alpines and Kiln were hard for me too. Thank you, Scribe, for the encouragement. Yeah, the thing about the Kiln is that I am way too cocky with my stamina. Especially when I'm running out of food. I should really learn. Then again, with the drops that I had for like the Kiln, where I almost peaked with like hollows, I got really bad RNG. Because I got only trail mixes. Like 2 trail mixes. No pitons. 2 anti-gravity ropes. Those I did use a lot. They were very useful. And a cannon. I didn't even get balloons. Which was so sad. I was planning on using the balloons for the last part of the kiln because that's usually where I died. But no, I didn't have enough balloons. I do wonder how many balloons do you need for the flight achievement? It's like 6 balloons, right? That's a lot. Scry, have you ever tried doing some like achievement runs? I'm sure that you could probably get a lot of achievements on Tenderfoot now that you have peaked once or twice before. Yeah, 6. Yes. Good. Don't worry, Scry, you don't need to say accidentally. Yeah, I only had 4 balloons, I think. I'll go check it out later. Because I heard that one of the most difficult achievements to get are both the Gourmand achievement, which is one that I've been trying to do, and the Naturalist achievement. The one where you cannot eat any packaged stuff, ever. So you cannot eat energy drinks, bottled, like the Dry Hard Sweat. You cannot eat trail mixes, you cannot eat thick mints. I don't know if Curals count. Maybe not. I don't think that Curals and Antidotes do. Naturalist isn't too bad. Oh, no. In Naturalist, nobody can eat any packaged food, as far as I'm aware. Nobody can. So it's better to do it solo. Because it is way easier to control yourself than a ton of people who are starving and hungry. No, it's person by person? Interesting. I thought the last time I checked the requirements, even in group runs, they counted everybody. Maybe that just was a glitch and they patched it. Good, because that way it would have been way too difficult to achieve in group runs. I also know one that is like leave no trace behind, which is the one where you cannot put anything on the mountain. Unless it is like gotten from the island, so only beans and shrooms. Shelf shrooms. This song is so cute. This was made by the singer to propose to his boyfriend. I hope my friends get that one fairly recently. Ooh. How do you guys do? I'm pretty sure that one is definitely way easier with friends because you can help yourselves up and you can bounce. But I did hear that it's very difficult to reach when solo. Because you basically have, like, no way to help yourself. Even, I know, you have, like, the extra stamina, but still. Extra stamina can only take you so far. Oh shit, my earphones are about to run out. Damn it. I guess technically I can wear them, but it'll be annoying because I will not be able to do how's it called? Beans and mushrooms are godsend. They are very good. I do wonder maybe one day they'll add more types of those items. You know, cactuses have actually saved me from falls a lot. Surprisingly. You'd think that they would be just evil, but they can actually help sometimes if you like use them correctly. Because they do not get lifted up by hurricanes when you're on the mesa. Okay, I see what I did wrong here. Contigo. Here you go. I am already thinking in my tiny little mind how to create like the little thumbnails for the peak thingamajig. I am hoping to get all of like the demo images, the illustrations that they use for the promos of Peak, or maybe get some screenshots from the trailer and use that, and then I don't think that I'll redraw, but definitely edit you guys into it. Even if it is just the faces. I'll definitely have to like edit some more scouts in, some more campers, to get everyone in on it. I am very excited though. I am super excited. This is the first time I have collabed with so many people. And I am glad that I get to do it with so many people I like. Also, it is very funny because every time one of my mutuals is playing Peak, I immediately pop into chat to ask if they want to play with me. I just want to play Peak. I just want to peek. It doesn't matter if you're streaming or not. It doesn't matter. Just let me peek with you. Let me climb. Let me experience the highs and lows of being stranded in an island. This is not an addiction. I have been trying to at least play the map that we get at least once every day, so that even though if I don't peek on that map, I can at least practice. I can learn more. I do know that's the fun on those 3 days that he played the game. He played a lot. The first step to quitting is addiction. Look, Hybrid, once I reach the peak, I'm pretty sure I won't be as obsessed. It's just part of the TISM, okay? Is it that good? I see everyone playing it. PK, it is so good. It is so funny. It is such a funny game. And you don't need to play with friends. You can play solo. I actually play mostly solo. I think that it's also like a very good like problem solving thing. Like it helps a lot with my spatial awareness. Because you have to learn to like see the paths. You have to see where to go. Where the mountain is leading you. This sounds very culty. I promise it's not a cult. Not yet. Oh man, I haven't listened to the song in a while. That is one of like the... How old is this song? Let me check. Speed credits, doesn't say when it released. Let me check the album. Evil's Theater. Okay, 2009. Oh my god, I'm so old. I'm so fucking old. What the hell? Yeah, I haven't listened to the song in a while. I guess it's because it's old as fuck and I just realized it. Buffy is the original, like, Alien stage. The original Kagero project. This album, this series, was so big on 2009. You couldn't escape it. And you had, like, a lot of fan songs before, like, the originals came out, talking about different characters. And the funniest part is that everyone got it wrong. But it was also fun to just see, like, how many interpretations people gauge from the story while the parts were coming out. It was so interesting. And by the way, Evil's Chronicles, compared to, like, Kagero Project, is long as fuck. It is a story that actually you need to do homework for because it spans generations. Entire societies collapse in Evil's Theater or in Evil's Chronicles. It is actually insane. You know what I'd like to play again a little bit more? I haven't played Repo and DVD a ton. It's just that it's more fun with friends, you know? But I'll definitely try and play more DVD myself because I suck at it. I suck so badly. And I did buy Sadako and the Silent Hill pack, so I might as well use it. I don't know if I'll use Pyramid Head because I'm like Masahiro Ito. I hate that guy so much. I hate Pyramid Head. I think that it should have died with Silent Hill 2. But apparently it has a very good killer. I feel it fits like my kill style. I don't know. I guess I'll play it. I mean, I only wanted the Silent Hill pack because I wanted the Cheryl skin, since she is my favorite Silent Hill character. But I am really enjoying playing as Sadako. I want to also continue playing as the Wraith. I like the Wraith by Wraithy Boy. And I like to also start playing as some of the regular characters that I've unlocked. I know that the Nurse is good. I have seen that I have unlocked the Huntress and the Hag. Yeah, the Hag. That's the one that I also unlocked recently. I want to learn how to play them too, and just learn more about them. I just like the Wraith because I can become invisible. It is very, very on theme for my character. It is very funny though that this guy won't just stop snarling like a rabid dog. I know that that's kind of his thing, and that's supposed to be his style, but it is still so funny. Like, dude, your story has nothing to do with dogs. Why are you acting like that? Yes, I don't know. Oh my god, this song was so popular when I was in middle school, you know? I still love them. I still love the band. But this song was an anthem back when I was in middle school / elementary school. Everyone knew the lyrics. Everyone knew the song. And it was the first time I ever felt like people actually could like the music that I listened to. Because I was the weird kid who listened to those anime songs, those weird Korean songs, those like foreign rock songs that nobody knows. So seeing people actually enjoy this band was very interesting to me. I look onto those memories very fondly. Being an old kid during the 2000s isn't as glamorous as some younger Gen Zs make it out to be. I think that it's because like the resurgence of the 2000s has started recently, because fashion and trends are usually cyclical, and we're already starting to cycle back into the 2000s, that people are now looking back onto the stuff that you used to get bullied for, and now it's starting to become more popular. I do think it's nice, but I'm also like, I still get like that little shiver down my spine. Hello, Koi, hello! How are you doing? How was your weekend? Bebe, canta, sueña, siente que el viento ha sido hecho para ti. Vive, escucha y habla, usando para ello el corazón. Siente que la lluvia besa tu cara cuando se cela. I was just busy with college. College. I'm so glad I'm graduating soon. I mean, I'm both glad and I'm also terrified, because graduating college means I have to find a job. I'm sorry I didn't censor that. I know that it can be a trigger for many people. But yeah. I don't know. You know Peak, right? Yeah, I know Peak. We peaked for a while. Yeah, but I've been playing. Wait. Oh, okay. It was just a bit. That got stuck to my forehead. Yeah. I'm graduating soon, which means I'll have to start sending applications. I need to actually create a resume. How the fuck do you create a resume? As an artist, how do you do that? Like, I know how to create a portfolio, but a resume? A resume? What the fuck is that? Honestly, if I'm being honest, I wish I could just do this as my full-time job, be a freelance illustrator. Because with companies and with corporate illustration and illustrating for whether it is scientific stuff or promotional stuff or anything, the current outlook is so dire right now. Isn't the portfolio the resume? Okay, the portfolio is part of the resume, Tommy. It is just part of it. In the resume, you have to have like your qualifications, like yeah, Koi. It's just showing my artwork. The portfolio is showing my artwork, like my best work, what I can do and what I cannot do. My a resume needs to show like all of your education, so like where you have done stuff, not done stuff, where you went to school. So, aka my university diploma, my school diploma, the courses that I have taken outside of university, etc., etc. It also needs to show like it needs to like have a timeline of all of the like paid illustrations that I have done, whether it is for fan signs or for merch releases or commissions for branded content, all of that I need to add to my portfolio. And I also need to add my other qualifications, as in like, do I know how to use that software? Do I know how to do stuff like how's it called, like laying out books? I know how to do that. I know how to do like stuff that I can do. Oh, I also need to like do documentation on like what languages I know. Ads are going to start in 30 seconds. I'm gonna be out for a bit to get some water and maybe recharge my headphones a little bit so that I can actually hear you guys when you redeem stuff. But yeah, basically, resume is all of that stuff. Chronologically, so that it shows like my trajectory as an artist. And also like the stuff that I've done. And I know technically how to do that. It's just that it has to be like very like standardized. It has like its own little layout thingamajig that I don't know how to do. And I don't want to do that. No, honestly, if it were just for me, I would just be like, check on my card, check on my card. Everything is on my card. Look at my card. Isn't it pretty? I worked so hard on making it pretty. Don't worry about those gaps on my resume. I was just being silly. As I said, I'm just a part-time illustrator, but I'm a full-time hunting expert. If you need hunting, contact me immediately. Please. That gap in my resume has nothing to do with stuff that is important to you, so don't worry about it. The ad shall not stop you. Oh yeah, but the ad break screen will. The be right back screen. Okay, ad started. Explaining resume gaps is the weirdest thing, right? Like, dude, some people wanna take a break. Some people wanna explore themselves. But okay, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. We're so bad at this, guys. What the heck? Hello? Buddy? Ah. I'm sure that it'll notice me. Okay, yeah, the input is okay. There we go. Okay. It just needed a little bit to rest. Yeah, I'm back. I got some water, I guess. And I was tempted to put some coffee to brew. But I think that if I put it to brew right now, it would be cold by the time I went out to get a refill. Huh? Oh, wait. I see why. Good water. Ventana. Ding, 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 ding. Ventana. Yeah. Nice water. I already know that ass is going to give me trouble. Kicked up, bro. Yeah, he is kicked up, and that was a special. That was actually a feedback that I got that this character needed more cake. And hey, I am but a mere slave to the odds. If they want more cake, then they can have more cake. Good cake, good cake indeed. I didn't know that Calle 13 was actually a duo of siblings, and a ton of like the backup female vocals are from their sister as well. I thought it was a very interesting fact when I first found out. Hi there, Frida. I gave you dinner already. Are you going to do the same shit that you did today? I gave you breakfast and then you piss on my bed? I'm mad at Frida right now. She is grounded. I'm gonna need to figure out a better pattern for this area over here. I'll leave it blank for now. Hi there, Frida. At least if she tries to bite me while I hold the mouse, it'll be okay because I'm not using the mouse right now. As for this... What are you doing? Frida, tomorrow. No! Stop it! Do not give her ideas. I have no extra sheets. If she pees on this new sheets, I have nothing to put on my bed. I'll have no leftover clean blankets left because she has already peed. She peed on Sunday, and she now peed. Wait, no, she didn't pee on Sunday. She peed Monday, yesterday. And then, not yesterday. Yesterday wasn't Monday. It was Tuesday. Oh my god. Anyway, she peed too many times already. Enough peeing. She is banned from piss ever. Forever. No longer allowed to pee. Oh, I love this cover. Por el lado del cielo, la luna j'ai na so dead bodies. Bria Denise. Frida pissed on Blanket's bed twice this week. Oh no, I'm not covering it. This is like semi-transparent. This is semi-transparent, so it isn't going to be fully covered. Don't worry. Just like a little bit of flare. Like, you know, this thing, it's semi-transparent, so you're gonna be able to see him, don't worry. I would never cover up his assets. So every day I wake up. Oh no, you'll have to ask to the owner of this commission, if you're allowed to do that. If you're allowed to witness the cake. Cake is free to witness, but no touching. So true. Just like the song for Galicious. And my humps. Meet me in the middle. Coming through just a little. Yeah, if you wanna talk, tell me about it, come on. Alright, yeah, cause yeah, now look, you can like see the effect. Hey operator, I'll call you later. Look at the number. Did I stutter? Meet me in the middle. Coming through just a little. Baby, if you wanna talk, tell me about it, come on. Alright, yeah, time you can ignore. Okay, these are the pleats of the pants. I'm just the kind you can ignore. Hello. 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 Yeah, I don't want to feel sad today. This song makes me sad. What is this unstranded lullaby? This one's also sad. I said I don't want to be sad. I'm your biggest fan, I'll follow you until you let me. Paparazzi. Tommy, I have a question. Do you want your character to have a tail, yes or no? As in like a devil's tail. I know that some tieflings have tails and some others don't. Wait, did your reference have a tail? Let me check again. Okay. Any choice for tail tip? Like, do you want the heart? Do you want the spike? Do you want any specific tail shape? Or just like the regular tiefling arrow shape tail? I'm your biggest fan, I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi. Oh, I see a dragon tail. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so dragonish tail. A little bit thin, a little bit spiky. Okay. It is going to cover some of the cake though. Like, full disclosure. Scroll it down so that you're able to see all of the details. Blah, 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 blah. It's a sacrifice. So true. Should probably edit this to also have like more area for the tail to comfortably rest. Like this. There we go. I think that for it to like actually work as intended, yeah, this should be like this. This should be like a little shovel shape. Oh wait, this is on the completely wrong layer. There we go. You know, this song is so good. I hate, like, the person who composed it is a piece of shit, but by god, this song is, it just tickles my brain so well. By the way, I haven't used my theme in a very long time, but this theme, I used both this and its Not So Empty House from Amori, as well as some Humanity tracks, as reference for the person who made my theme, Wimberry. She's a very good composer. And she also used to be a VTuber. She is graduated right now, as far as I'm aware. She's on a hiatus. I don't know if she'll ever come back to VTubing, but if she does, I'd love to see her someday again. We met each other because of the Foundsign project that I alliterated like years ago. After the Colomique. I assume that the tail also has like the same ombre as the scales and the horns. So I should probably like make some notes and say that hey, this is also ombre. But I don't know. I'm just assuming that since the horns have the same ombre effect, this would probably have it too. Okay, so I'll just make a small annotation. I always get so self-conscious and worried that maybe you guys are able to hear my gulping. You assume correct. Thank you. Yeah, I do like this one. I think that the spade one is pretty nice already. You make it a little bit more like crooked. Like this. gosh, I'm just gonna do an annotations. Okay, now let's continue with the top. Oh, fuck. Hey, Pulp. Indeed, Pulp. Wait, I just got an idea. Not that. I love Dalco. She's so good. I don't know why her newer songs haven't cycled in yet during stream, but they're so good. Look, look, look. Chan. Let me just rename this first. Front. Back. Alright, now I can actually remember them clearly. Oh, by the way, Dummy, which one of these two do you prefer? Or do you just like want this one to be like an alternate hairstyle? It is technically the same hair, it's just parted differently. I also made it like a little bit wavier, a little bit more curly. Damn, I forgot how dark he is, how dark his palette is. Okay, then I'll use the bottom one. And then I can do this. Look, a magic trick. Look at this magic trick. Ooh! Magic! I'll put this at the front so that it frames the face nicely. A magic ghost, right? I am available for birthdays, weddings, birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, funerals. Funerals get a discount. And I love Salu's little emotes. They're so cute. I think the one that made them was Sumi, right? Oh my god! No! That was so loud! Ow! What do you mean? Mods ban this guy. At least as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I think that beside the jar one and the ones that I made. I think that the rest are made by Sumi. She's so good at them, actually. But hello, Stefan! How did you do? How are you doing? Okay, now I can actually show the lacing. Like how exactly these gauntlets are laced. Because yes, gauntlets have to be laced up and fastened and secured so that they stay at the wrist. I made my research. And this guy is probably going to need to fight a lot. Doing fine. I scheduled an appointment with a therapist finally. Oh my god, congrats. It has been so difficult lately. Also, yes, Koi? What is it? What do you want to ask me? And before you ask me where the bodies are, I already told the police that I do not know. Also, who's the individual with the outfit I want to steal? That's Thorkin! NOC by the mission. They're actually, their D&D character. They commissioned me to do, Thorkin's outfit. And well, Thorkin's like whole reference sheet, so I am designing his outfit. Right now, I'm only doing the top right now, and then I'll continue on with the pants, but I am thinking leather boots. Thigh-high boots. Like, it works very well as armor. It's lightweight. Might be a little bit suffocating, but hey, he's a tiefling. He's been to the fire pits of hell. I'm sure that he doesn't sweat that easily. And it gives points for style. Someone who likes to wear thigh-high boots, I agree. So true, Stefan. And since he is a warlock, he can just like magic the stench out of the boots after a long journey. So that he doesn't get athlete's wood or something. I use leather boots a lot, but I use mostly construction boots. So I don't use thigh highs a lot. So I wouldn't know how bad that would be. But yeah, he's a warlock. He can use magic. Que te traicioné. And he is the son of, like, prestidigitation works wonders. That sure is a word that exists. I definitely know what that means. But so true. Okay, the rings are going to stop here because they're actually part of the armor. Para eso hubiera sido mejor que ser un poco. By the way, do you know that the main vocalist of this duo is a guy? It's a man! And these two are iconic in Latin America. They are the horny song makers, the yearning song makers, the funky song makers, the everything song makers, and it's just like so 2000. They're just so 2000 score, and I love them for that. They are the music of a generation. Conozco lo mal, conozco lo vil, conozco lo horrible que te sentir, parece. That's a cantrip. Oh, with many functions. One of them is cleaning. Oh, man, I forget about cantrips a lot. Like, I have that ability for my warlock character because I also have a warlock. But I always forget about the cantrips. Pretty sure that I have his... I'm pretty sure that I have his sheet somewhere. Yeah, his name is Castor Alagmore, and he is a dwarf that made a pact with the Prince of Frost. Because he was really, really bad at doing all of the dwarf things. So he was struggling a lot financially, and he then went into the mountains to do a deal with the Prince of Frost, because maybe if he actually became really good at magic, which is something that dwarves aren't that good at, he could actually make a life for himself and help with his mom, because he lives with his elderly mom. He is a mama's boy. He's just this sweet little middle-aged man that may or may not commit atrocities for a good coin. My cantrip is to make people trip on cans, goddammit. Now I know what's the rattling that's coming from the kitchen every night at 3 a.m. I thought I had locked you in, Stefan. But it seems my efforts were for vain. I will have to install reinforced locks next time on that can cabinet. Atrocities to help mom are good atrocities, so true. But yeah, he also has like some sort of like frosted, like some frostbite areas in his body because of the pact that he did. Yada 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 yada. But yeah, I have barely used him, and that makes me sad, because I think that his story is very compelling. Man, I love Lisa's voice. She sounds like a guitar, and I like that. So a glass containment is needed. I see. I will put you in those little glass containers that you can use for like handmade little necklace thingamajigs. Yes. ¿Por qué será? El mundo es tan cansado de esperar. Tú no te decides por ninguna de las dos. Y tú no te decides por ninguna de las dos. ¿Por qué será que hoy tus ojos van de viaje? ¿Por qué será? No estoy mirando en todas partes. Drat, I am now twunk slime bath slime. No! Wait, is there bath slime? Now I'm curious. Bath slime. No te decidas por ningún. Oh my god, there is. Y tú no te decides por ninguna de las dos. Ella es bonita. Ella es. But yeah, look, Stefan. I just like. Look. Alright. Look! There isn't a purple one though. I think that you escaped containment. Look! That slime! There's orange mango, raspberry, tropical punch, and green. Green apple. Look! Okay, what's classic? Oh, you're classic edition. I'm sorry, Stefan, you're not limited edition. There you are. That's the containment I'm getting for you. That's where I'm going to contain you. Wildberry. You are pretty wild. Look, we've got green number 2. Red and blue. Number 2. Yeah, I didn't know that. Holy shit, that's expensive. I just changed the price to $2. Change. Usually I have it on Colombian peso. Because, you know, that's my currency, but... 1999? This is a scam! What the fuck? Anyways, let's see if there's any cheaper bad slime. $20? That's expensive for just 4 slimes. Okay, I think this is the only bad slime. Oh, this is a 6-pack for $19.99 for $20. So obviously this is the better deal. Yeah. I don't care about my Prime benefits. They're selling me and I don't like it. What a ripoff. Yeah, so true. Look, a 6-pack? Now that is quality. $11.91 for shipping? This is a scam. But yeah. Look. Now you're Groovy Grape. I think that fits you more. Definitely Groovy Grape. That's so you, actually. Aujourd'hui. And you've got Blueberry Blast, Berry Cherry, Tangerine, Wild Watermelon, and Strawberry Vanilla. I guess they were done with the creative names. Yeah, you're definitely a Groovy Grape flavor if I've ever seen one. Ton silence et toi, aujourd'hui, tu irais l'importance d'oublier. Ba-da-ba. Tu m'as promis l'amour éternel. Je souffrirai. Tu m'as promis la lune et le soleil. Tu pourras pas. Je souffrirai. Je souffrirai. I just realized this might have to be unarchived. Yeah, this definitely will have to be unarchived. Ugh. Yeah, no bot today. Or I'll edit it. I'll edit it later. Unpublish. There we go. You guys didn't see anything. You know, when I was little, I used to really, really love this band. I even bought the CDs and everything. And since I wasn't super fluent in English, I didn't know that they were a Christian band. But still, they make bangers. These songs are cute, even if they are Christian music. I just never expected them to be a Christian band. Then again, with songs like My Grandfather Was a Preacher, I wonder if maybe I was just dumb. When I was a kid, my grandfather was a preacher. Okay, ad break is going to start in 55 seconds. $1 and $1 million, but you can never spend this world. When I was a kid, my grandfather was a preacher. Those that nerve and help themselves. Spin this world. When I was a kid, my grandfather was a preacher. Yes, he was something like a teacher. Okay, I think that the bag for now is good. Because I'll need to probably design the rest before I actually do the rest of the back. With the rest of the front. $1,000,000 and $1,000,000 you can never spend as well. Alert, alert! Oh no, that wasn't the... God damn it, that wasn't Planet of the Bass. Bastards. You know what, just because of that? No. Still can't believe that this song was released after Michael Jackson died. Because they had the demos and they just finished it. I think that that's the story with this song. I don't remember. Let me check. Was it like very... Like very, very... like very, very close to his death. Oh, yeah! It was released after his death. And the original was in 1980. I've never felt so good. Wait, he has an entire posthumous album? I may be a fake fan. Oh, okay, it's just like remasters of old songs. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Damn. Poor Mike is still being milked after he died. You got that quota still. Baby. Honestly, all of Michael Jackson's history is so insane. The fact that he was actually cleared out of the pedophile rumors posthumously because it was revealed that he was never actually involved in any of the Epstein stuff, which was what people alleged. But it happened all so late after his death. And later about the whole thing about the documentary, it was because like the family got paid like a shit ton of money to make it. Yeah, sad. Because apparently Michael Jackson actually did try to defend people. Defend the young artists from experiencing the sexual abuse he experienced. And it's so sad though that his name was cleared basically already too late for anybody to do anything about it. Or at least for something meaningful to be done about it. It does really feel like a hit to the gut. I've never felt so good. I think that I did tell you guys that I was a super big Michael Jackson fan when I was little. And that I cried when I learned that he died. Imagine a 7-year-old crying over Michael Jackson dying. Hmm. Okay, now I'm going to handle the front. Hmm. For the boots. Boots. I like them to have like a little bit engraved. Okay. This song is still so funny to me. An alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Oh, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Ugh. La 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 flamingo. La 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 flamingo. Hmm. Magic. Wow. Ugh. All right. Let's see our progress. Very good. Very well. Yes, Frida? I already gave you dinner, if that's what you're asking for. Very well. I think that this is good so far. This is good progress. What's up, baby girl? What's up, baby girl? Alright, I think that I'm going to cut the stream here because my eyes are really tired right now. My eyes are sorta killing me. So, I know this was a little bit shorter than usual, but I hope you guys don't mind. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this tiny little itty bitty stream. And I am hoping that since Friday and Saturday will be collabs, I'll be able to stream for a much longer time. Yippee! Yeah, let's see who we can raid out to, even if it is a super itty bitty stream. Let's see who's still online. There's Benji, there's Wookie, there's Stefan, there's Lamb, there's Kokoban, there's Gremlin. Oh, there's Crony. There's Sane, there's Maple, there's Yomi. Oh, it's Yomi's birthday! Okay, I'm gonna read out to Yomi because it is her birthday today, so everybody say happy birthday. Okay? Okay. This is our right message and our right message for subs. I hope that you guys enjoyed your time with me here. And I hope also that you have a nice evening, night, morning, wherever you are. And I'll see you guys Friday for peak. Big collab, big collab, big collab, big collab. Yes, 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 yes. So immediately say happy birthday. Got it. Yes. Tell her happy birthday. Or spooky birthday, whichever you guys may want. She is using her regular tiefling design because she is actually also a tiefling. She is a tiefling scientist. She is a woman of science. So yeah. I'll read out to Yumi, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.